This is BlendFog, a new way to fog up your scenes. A depth-aware fog built on a node that was traditionally exclusive to game engines. That's until Blender 5.1. It lets you turn a flat 2D plane into something that reads the scene around it, fog that reacts to geometry touches without the cost of real volumetrics. It's a big reason why tools like EEVEE exist and why something like Crixel Rebirth looks so damn cinematic. Now, that same depth-aware fog is available in both EEVEE and Cycles, real-time, just a brilliantly simple shader on a flat plane using the new raycast node. BlendFog comes in two versions, a free one and a premium one. The free version is a great place to start. You get the soft fog where it meets geometry, there's filtering to clean up the contact line, and it's easy to drop in your own textures. There's also a slider to control the emission. If you're curious and can't wait, there's a link down in the description. So what do you get in the paid version? I've built 26 unique assets you can load straight into Blender's asset library, letting you build your atmosphere fast, ready to drop into any scene. There's a flow map to give the fog direction, and with the animated noise, you can give the illusion of slow drifting banks of fog. It's subtle, but it adds that bit of micro detail and micro life, which I find is the secret sauce in just about any render. There's a camera fade and a view angle fade to smooth the transition when you move through the fog or catch it from the side. It also comes with a normal map node that adds real depth with shadows across the fog itself. Plus the blueprints to build your own library. The shader is easy to edit and expand upon, letting you create even more variety. And for the next 2 weeks you can grab it at a launch discount for just $5. Either way, I think you'll find BlendFog ending up a permanent part of your Blender toolkit. Alright, into the machine room. Let me show you how to set up the raycast node. Firstly, under the material properties, make sure it is set to render method blended. Also under the object properties, I recommend you switch off the shadows as well, as this will give you a nicer result. First, geometry node. Incoming into a vector math, set to multiply by -1. That flips the ray so it points into the scene instead. Into the raycast direction, set an appropriate max length. This is the maximum depth it calculates on. Is hit and hit distance go into a mix node with max length as the fallback. Plug it into a map range node. Switch it from linear to smooth step to remove any banding issues you might have. That's the DepthFade. It's measuring how far the next surface is and fading based on it. Simple, but so damn effective. In EEVEE, when you're using the emission, a white line shows up at the intersection. To get rid of that visible seam, add an ambient occlusion node, AO into its own map range node, multiply it against the fade. That softens the intersection edge where the plane cuts into geometry. Multiply it all together, basic math, texture and depth fade into the alpha. Combining these keeps everything inside the bounds of your original image. Think of it as one big mask, and that mask is your texture. So now the depth fade follows the shape of your fog. While testing, I found a few limitations. Intersecting planes in Cycles. The raycast node in Cycles look at each plane as solid geometry. So you'll see a visible seam where two BlendFog planes intersect. A workaround is to bend or twist the planes or cut them so that they no longer intersect. Shadows on the BlendFog objects. As of now, there's no easy way to disable incoming shadows on an object. So, BlendFog planes can pick up shadows you don't necessarily want. A workaround is to use the emission slider to wash them out and dial down the transparency. It works, but it costs you some fidelity. Sudden hard edge. A material render method is probably set to blended. It can be tough on some objects to find it, but deleting chunks of objects in your scene lets you narrow it down, and then you can change it to dithered. On this specific object, it was a single material that caused the issue. Switch it to dithered and you're done. I'm thrilled to share BlendFog, and what a journey it's been. I tried OSL shaders, I tried camera shaders, I tried geometry node proximity, I tried ambient occlusion. At one point, I even started compiling my own build of Blender just to have a custom node. Do I know C++? No. Did I try anime? Of course I did. And then 5.1 shipped with the exact thing I needed, the raycast node. Awesome. So that's BlendFog. Link down in the description. Discount already applied. Can't wait to see what to do with it. And please share it with me. Just about.